All right, well, this car broke on me. All right, there are things that just don't happen in this world too often. They're not unheard of, but they just don't happen too often. Like, I don't know, giraffes humping like hippopotamuses or something. But this is one of those. This is a Ferrari coming to the rescue of Old Faithful, an Acura NSX. I'll get out and tell you what the issue is. All right. So ultimately, the clutch started giving me some trouble. This car's filthy, by the way. This is the wrong time of year to drive cars. All the trees are covered in pollen and everything. So the car, noticeably so as well. The problem I ran into was the clutch pedal goes straight to the floor. Let's see if you can see. Oh, there it is. It's a sticking clutch pedal. Now it's actually coming up, but it's a sticking clutch pedal, and I couldn't get it into gear. Like, I can't get first. Can't really get any gear, so I've got no clutch, essentially. So that's not, and when the car's off, I can at least like engage a gear. So that's not normal, obviously. And I am hoping that it's a master cylinder. But first things first, I went over and picked up some AutoZone manual clutch fluid. So hopefully the master cylinder is leaking and this will be low. I can top it off and at least limp this thing back somewhere where I can get the master cylinder replaced. So that's a good sign. Well, not a good sign, but that's a good sign that there's supposed to be fluid in there, and there's not. So hopefully this solves my problem temporarily, and then I can address the $100. And it's good that it's not the clutch, but or the throw-up bearing. But this will ideally address the problem. And now my only other problem from here is having two cars at the golf course instead of one. Squeeze some air out of that little line there. Do-it-yourself home mechanic here. All right, let's see if we'll touch more there. That works. You may be witnessing history here, folks. Alright, got more responsive pedal now, which is good. Question is, there you go. All gears, including reverse, are now accessible. Nice. All right. So now what do I do with two cars? Luckily, this is fairly close to my house. This is where I spend my free time when I have it, which doesn't happen very often. But yeah. Filthy car, now fixed. Filthy car, surprisingly, just needs gas. Yeah, I am happy to report the only problem still is the SRS light. Wink. But I can't obviously shift. But you know what? I probably can. Check this out. Ready? This is YouTube style. Okay, I can't even drive with my leg. Yeah, buddy. So I went from grinding this morning, grind it till you find it, to very easily solving that problem. First gear was impossible this morning. And it all developed very suddenly, which is weird because I haven't had any shifting issues with this. But I'm glad they're resolved. And hopefully it's just a fluid issue. I'll check for leaking. I think I would notice if there was clutch fluid leaking somewhere. But I'll look for evidence of it leaking. And if it was, then great. If not, I'll just assume that the clutch fluid hasn't been attended to in 90,000 miles, which I doubt. But that is also a possibility. So you guys have witnessed history. We have successfully rescued an NSX with a Ferrari, which you do not hear very often. Sort of recommendation here as well as I sign off. Mountain House makes quite excellent pizza. If you guys ever want to dive into that, it's in Spark Hill, New York. All right. Rob Ferretti, signing out. All right, so what did we learn here? I fixed the car for $3. That's how much it cost me to buy the bottle of manual clutch fluid from AutoZone, plus my time to get there and back. But normally what somebody does when something goes wrong is they panic, they call a mechanic, they call a tow truck, they use their AAA. You can use this for more than just a broken car, but whenever something goes wrong, you got to work the problem. You got to look and start eliminating things instead of just saying like, this could have very easily cost me $500 to get the same result. I would have had to have it towed. I would have had the mechanic's going to charge me $200 to look at it. All you have to do is boil it down. Start eliminating things. If you feel a wobble in your steering wheel, put it in the neutral. Whether it's manual or automatic, you can put the car in the neutral and at least eliminate drivetrain, whether it's a transmission or engine related thing, or maybe it's just the wheel and tire balance. Stuff like that will save you a lot of money. You start with the easy stuff. You look at the basic stuff. My assumption was that when the clutch was done 3,000 miles ago, and I really thought it was a throwout bearing, my assumption was that they would top off the clutch fluid, and maybe they did. I don't know. Filled it up. We're going to keep an eye on it for the next 500 or 1,000 miles, see if anything happens. If not, maybe they just never topped it off. Maybe nobody topped it off. Maybe it's been like that for a while. I could have swore it was at least addressed at some point in time that it was topped off and monitored, but maybe not. I can't. I'm not going to make that statement without knowing for certain. Anyway, guys, hope that it's a lesson for you. My NSX broke and it cost me $3 to fix. That's actually not bad, especially when it was stranded like a Ford, found on road dead, stuck in the parking lot. It was inconvenient at the time, but I had Shivam at the golf course. We were doing an adventure drives meeting. So it was nice. He was able to drive me back to my house. I was able to get another car, go get it sorted out, and it was 2 hours out of my day. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll keep you in the loop as to if anything else happens with this, but I doubt it will. It's held fluid. I've moved it from here to there. No issues. It didn't burn anything, and nothing's happened. I haven't really driven it very far, but right now we're looking good.